Hello Libra, Sun sign, Moon sign, and Rising sign folks. It's Nen from Insightful Vibrations here with your forecast for the week of October 2nd to 8th, 2017. I'm using the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck. I've drawn 7 cards for you, and the one that is at the very far left, number 34, the fish, is a card that characterizes the main preoccupation or general atmosphere of the week. And the fish is all about abundance, but sometimes it's about seeking clarity or lacking clarity, and other times it's about things far away, so long distance relocations and things like that. Now let's look at the rest of the cards and see how we can piece that together a little better. We have the mice, the clouds, the book, the staircase, the house, and the anchor. And this week it's all about you, your work, your neighborhood, and long distance issues. It could be legal issues. It could be issues of higher spirituality or higher learning that you feel you need clarity on this week. So it's just a very, very interesting week. With the staircase next to the fish, we have some kind of decision, but you don't have all the facts yet. You require a little bit of clarity on some issues before you actually make the decision. The staircase puts you at crossroads. You know, should I stay? Should I go? Should I do this? Should I do that? And very much it may be to do with your home, because the home is next to that card, but it may have to do with a health issue. You know, should I change my diet? Should I try these supplements? Should I, do this or do that? It's very much a sort of nutritional oriented card, the mice, when it comes to health issues. I also feel that with the mice and the clouds, there's possibly a little repair or something that has you worried, and it could be a repair to do with the house. It may have to do with plumbing or water, of some kind, because we have the anchor there. We also have the rain and the cloud card, and so there may be some water issue. Maybe your sump pump is ready for replacement, or there's some kind of maybe your basement's in danger of being flooded. So keep a monitor on things. Make sure your house is kept in good repair and you have all the necessary things you need. But you may also be cleaning up from something like that this week. So if it's already happened, it may just be that there's just a lot of work to do and you're still worried about how long it's taking and how it will all work out. Well, it'll work out just fine, because the anchor is all about stability. And yes, the anchor in that card is in turbulent waters, but anchors always manage to find a point of stability. And that's what you will have. You will be able to get through whatever home issues you have, whatever repairs or, possibly even relocations as a result of storms, because we have the fish and then we have the clouds. So it's possibly all of those things will face one or the other Libra, but at the same time, it will come to a point of stability. You can see the seagull in that anchor card. You're close to land. You're close to getting it done, so don't give up. Just keep working through it. Well, what else is happening? Well, you have the book, and the book is all about data, information. It could also be about secrets. It could be about learning, higher education, those kinds of things. And with the anchor there, as well as the clouds, it seems that some of you Libran folks are really worrying about that kind of thing, or you're really worrying about not having enough information, really having to put a lot of information in your head. But I feel that a lot of it for a lot of you people is, information about the house. So maybe you're looking to buy a property, or you're looking to sell your property, or you're just looking to lease. It could be that, there is some missing information. So, with the anchor there, I feel that you need to find that information before you make a final decision, and that will make things equalize quite well. If you're in the field of data communications in any way, if you're, if you've got a website, if you use, particularly if you run some kind of, computer business from your home, you may want to protect your data a little bit more. Perhaps from a leaking roof, maybe, make sure everything's in repair there. Perhaps, you've got a box of old discs or something in the basement. Maybe you need to lift those off the floor to make sure that if any water does seep in, that you'll get, you'll be saving your data. Same with old books and things like that. Maybe you're just thinking, oh, they're in the basement, they're fine. But if you've got a storm coming, it's possibility that there may be some damage there. So keep an eye out for your things. Now, some of you may actually be looking to really move your home, and I mean move it across a distance. So this is a long distance relocation, possibly across a large body of water. This could be an ocean, a sea, or a very large lake, that kind of thing. But I do feel that there's a lot of decision making to make, and it's almost giving you stomach aches or digestive issues or something like that. With the mice and the clouds, there's certainly a lot of worry. Remember, what you give your attention to, Libra, actually gives you cause for more worry. So stop worrying and get active, get doing things. Use the book as a source of reference in the sense that, the more information you have, the more informed you are, the more power you have in making decisions that are good for you, making judgment calls, and so on. And so, information really is the trick this week. And I do feel that things will work out all right, and you will get the clarity you need, even though you're at this sort of crossroads. What should I do? How should I, make this decision? I do feel things will still work out very, very well. And Libra, you're a sign of balance. So, that anchor is going to balance itself out one way or the other. You'll see to it. So don't fret too much. I do feel that there's a lot of activity this week, a lot of decisions to be made. Maybe you're under the weather a bit, but I feel that everything will clear up and you'll be ready to go into a much more positive week next week. You also have a lot of, ambition this week. Through Mars and Venus. You have coming into this week, starting actually on October 1st, you have the moon trining Pluto, and then Venus joins in to trine Pluto on October 3rd. So there's a lot of intensity around people, around things, around, love and money. And basically, the fishes also could represent money. So you don't want to spoil the money by being intense. You want to sort of be measured in your approach. Again, get information, watch your information, protect your information before you make any decisions. And then we have Venus conjunction Mars, which is wonderful for creativity, passion, love, art, particularly Aries types of art like sculpture. But also if you have to have any cosmetic surgery, maybe that's where the mice come in and you'd be a little sore. I do feel it's a good week for it with that Venus conjunction Mars. And then, of course, we have the full moon in Aries. It's never advisable to really have surgery on a full moon, but sometimes you can't avoid it. And this basically creates, more sensitivity. So you may have a little bit longer of a recovery period or a little bit of an infection or something, but it doesn't always hold. It doesn't always mean that for everybody. Remember, this is a general reading and not all comments will apply to all people. Remember that whatever you're doing, you end up on Sunday with Venus squaring Saturn, which gives you somewhat of a heaviness or maybe power struggle in relationships. And so you've got to still think about how the people in your home particularly are relating to you. How are you relating to them? How are you relating to neighbors? And how are they relating to you? Let's all be extra sensitive and try to figure out how we can coexist. I think that's the best advice I can give you in terms of all this Aries and Mars activity, especially with Venus, Pluto, and Saturn in the mix. So there's a lot of great stuff happening. You'll be really busy, Libra. Enjoy the week, and thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and for subscribing. Thank you. Have a great week.